Huh? What's this all about? Isn't that Ms. Hinkle's junk press?
No, that's the junk press from my trawler. You need to help me fix it.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Ms. Hinkle's junk press from the tutorial in Part 1.
So what? Who's going to notice? Those who played Part 1 don't even need a tutorial.
Yeah, but I bet they're gonna play it through anyway, because they just can't get enough of me. Count me out. I'm definitely not gonna suffer through this whole tutorial thing again. I mean, it was stupid enough the first time around.
Ah, come on. A little repetition can't hurt.
Then how do you explain this blister? That is where I burned myself when I repeatedly put my hand on a hot stove.
You never learn, do you?
Au contraire, I have a nearly photographic memory.
Do you now? So, do you remember how to use the interface in order to talk to someone?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Just point the cursor at me and left click as soon as the speech balloon icon appears.
No prompting! Talk to Bozo.
You don't have to say that aloud.
Hey, who's talking to you?
Hello there. You clicked on me.
Yeah, and I regret it already. But you see, there's nothing left here that you could teach me. You don't even know, how to look at an object.
But I already know that.
I see. And how?
I point at it with my mouse cursor and right-click when the eye icon appears.
Nonsense. That's not an eye. It's a ping pong ball.
With a pupil?
Yeah, it's loaded.
Why would they use a loaded ping pong ball as an icon for the action examine?
I'm about to demonstrate that using the small object lying on the ground over there by pointing the cursor at it and right-clicking as soon as the ping pong ball appears.
I'm holding my breath.
What's that?
It's the reactor lead head.
But it was a cathode plunger in the last game.
It's the lead head, believe me. You need it to repair the press.
And how exactly am I going to do that if I can't even pick the thing up?
Sure you can pick it up. Just point at it with the mouse to make the hand icon appear. Then left click to pick it up.
Oh no, this has to be easier. Huh? Where'd it go?
You put it in your inventory.
Hey!
Exactly. Now, this is your inventory.
I knew that.
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Hey, there it is.
Exactly. Now, this is your inventory.
I knew that.
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Look here, Bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see it in operation.
I know. My handyman skills are really incredible. So this is the thing I'm supposed to fix.
Right. But you need to be careful.
Hey, being careful is for people who can't handle surprises.
But in this case, the surprise would be the piston of the press, which, with all the force of an approaching steamroller, would crush your...
Don't say it! You're spoiling my surprise! So this is the thing I'm supposed to fix.
Right.
Hey.
But in this case...
Don't say it!
When you're ready, you need to...
No prompting!
Whatever. When you're ready, you need to...
No prompting!
Whatever.
It fits.
Next you need to...
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
Whatever. When you're ready, you need to...
Hold your horses, will ya? It's just a button. I think I can manage without your help.
Rufus, don't! You're standing right under the...
Don't panic. You don't think I'd fall for the same feeble gag twice. So, what was that again? I push this button here, and then...
Didn't look all that feeble to me.
They came out of nowhere. With their cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards. Organized. They took our village by force. They left nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold and Elysium, the girl that fell from the sky. And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up, contacted her fiancé, and took her to the lower Ascension Station, only to learn the shocking truth once he got there. Cletus, Gold's fiancé, wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon, and Argus, his right hand. They needed the Ascension codes, hidden away in Gold's brain implant, and they wanted to erase her memory. They wanted to make sure no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited. For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world. But they had failed to reckon with the One. He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Gold's memory so that she could bear the truth to Elysium. The name of this one man, this selfless hero, was Rufus. Dun, 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 dun. Bop, bop, bop.
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
Oh, that. Oh, well, I was about to get to that part. So listen up. Da 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 dun 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 dun.
You're being pathetic again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks ice through to lampshades rim borders on anodons gone. Didn't I explicate it? Are you still not persuaded? There's grass growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices, and oh gosh, not to start all over again.
Huzzah, all over again.
Trash. Trash. And more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... how shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob. but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was gonna ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
I just don't like it when people snoop around and invade my privacy.
But Grandma, Rufus isn't a peeping Tom.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well, not exactly.
It's in my tool chest. You're welcome to take it, as long as you promise not to wreak havoc.
Not me.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well, not exactly.
It's in my tool chest. You're welcome.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
Oh oui.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
What if he suddenly blows a fuse?
Believe me, those days are over.
Mais je veux juste voir ce qu'il y a
What if
dedans.
he suddenly...
Believe
Did he even wash his hands?
Of course he did. Rufus is very clean.
That's good. I have a very limited supply of water. Aren't you worried he might steal something?
Ah, mais je
I
l'ai peut-être
trust
dans mon
him
truc, je suis con.
completely.
Mais il est où ce foutu marteau là? Allez là, aspire. Putain, je sais pas quoi faire, c'est trop chiant. Quand je fais ça, je prends des coups de jus. Quand je fais ça,
Really?
ça parle. Ah, il est là. Putain, je le voyais
I
pas.
just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
can a person really change so much?
It's very simple. Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Mhm. Putain, c'est compliqué, hein. Rien faire. Ah là là.
May I interrupt?
Of course, did you find the house?
Well,
It's in. You're welcome as long as.
not me. May I interrupt?
Of course, did you find?
Well,
It's in my. You're welcome to. As long as you promise not to.
not me.
Ah, tss. Merde.
Will you promise me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
Will you promise?
Not when I. But at heart.
And are you sure he knows what he's doing? He looked to me as though he's too stupid to push a button.
Appearances are deceiving. Rufus is a tinkerer, like me. He is perfectly familiar with every type of machine.
Will you promise?
Not Rufus. When I met. But at heart.
Will you?
Not when I met. But at heart, he's a very.
So he's more careful than he used.
Yes. He's
Mhm.
I'm sure he'll.
Rufus.
He looked to.
Don't be a.
And he really won't do anything foolish?
Think first, then act. That is his new motto.
Well, that Rufus look.
You know what they no doubt burns so hot.
But my tablecloth is as dry as a bone. It would set the whole place on fire in the blink of an eye.
Oh, Grandma. That's just a saying. No one here is gonna set.
If that's all true, then he.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power.
If.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month. Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
Oh, Grandma Utz, as if that would be at all necessary.
You almost almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
Mhm. Yep.
If you promise me that he's just as long as nothing...
Promise.
Hop, c'est parfait.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Putain, c'est toute une aventure. Hein.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers. Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Doc. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. I think I can reach it. Oh, not quite. Must be because of the wind. Huh. Doc really picked a great spot to fall unconscious. I have to find some way to get him away from there before the water boils away. Huh. The gas from the bottle is being blown toward the flames. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to light the gas. Too bad. That would be a cool party trick. Huh. Doc really picked a great spot to fall unconscious. I have to find... Nope, my breath isn't enough to blow the gas into the flame. Too bad. That would be a cool party trick. The Bunsen burner is bringing the water to a boil. I have to hurry, otherwise the scale will trigger the guillotine.
Ok. Je peux pas choper ça.
Like the fireworks, as soon as the saw blade is in the air, then they will create enough spin to catapult me directly to Elysium at the halfway point.
Ah,
Guide
pardon.
me if
J'ai
my
cliqué en
sense is
dehors.
correct.
J'avais perdu ma souris, ça a cliqué en dehors du truc. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire?
Huh. The unfortunate too bad. That would be a cool party trick. Actually, it should have held. That should have worked. I calculated the angle of ricochet exactly. And by calculated, I mean I saw it in my favorite cartoon.
Putain, je vois pas ce que je dois faire.
Doc! Doc! Are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. And whoop! Oof! Perfect body control, as always. I could hit that with, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow...
Ah.
Very clever. I'll simply dock if he isn't... I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but I just can't remember which side the glass eye is on. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous applause. Very clever. I'll simply solve the problem through a process of elimination. Doc will be proud of me if he isn't decapitated in the next few seconds. It's already broken enough. I could hit that. That would...
Ah, je sais pas quoi faire.
I'll simply solve the problem. Doc will be proud if he isn't decapitated. But that would just trigger the guilt. And somehow...
Oh, c'est compliqué. Hein. Et je peux pas juste me détacher.
That's...
Ah, voilà.
That tickles. With the right momentum. Easy and totally realistic. If the black powder and then what am I waiting? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc!
Alors sauver, je sais pas si c'est le mot.
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited. I have come to save my planet. Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. Now, it's useless. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius. Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it. That's because you only know one part of Goal, the part that is naive and idealistic. The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in. But there is a third part as well, and that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal? There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this Fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit of his. I'll fix it. Don't worry. You still don't get it, do you? We have no use for you here. If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall. No! No, this isn't right! Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal. That looks like an ejector seat. Huh, there's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat. I'm what's best for Goal. No, don't! Ha! Nothing. Why? I wonder if... Uh-oh! No! Goal! You idiot! Goal! No, 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 no! You blasted idiot!
Cletus, help me!
Hang on! Don't panic! I'll come and get you! Somehow! Do you finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic! I'll get you! Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here? I'm coming, Goal! Hang in there! Where do you think you're going? I'm on my way!
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus. Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Ah! Oh dear, what have I done?
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. I know. What is that noise?
What the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were Goal, the next we could expect... Rufus?
Rufus.
Ouch. Everything's ready for detonation, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We could start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver. This is about destroying the zone around the Rust-Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailiff. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailiff. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed. I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir. Where the devil is Cletus?
Only the most epic tales feature cool depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. The attempt, though a blunt stunt, affected goals and planned, but surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to a memory sent him to attend a second chance for a decent happy ending, a grand fling with dancing and blues and so forth.
Huzzah with booze and so forth.
Alors juste...
Doc took Gold to his office. Huh, finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well, yada yada yada, blood from her ears, blah blah blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me? Ah, nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure. And tar and toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Shh! You're scaring the fish.
Rotten fish. Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to make use of my cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me, Rufus, where I find lab belong to Doc.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then. What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? My name is Cleverbite. I'm an autonomous, cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robo-dog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is... I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic...
Superior.
Let me show you who is superior here. let me through. I have to see Doc.
Oh, but I can't do that. If I let you through, my designation as a watchdog would be completely compromised.
And if you don't, you'll be completely compressed. I think you're forgetting who's the superior species here.
Then why don't you simply show me?
Down.
I am not sure I have comprehended your intention.
That's because you're only a silly dog.
It might help if you could talk in complete sentences.
Will you please let me in?
That sounds better already. But I didn't quite get the third word you said.
Please,
Talk directly into the audio interface.
if you insist. Please, 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 please!
Stop it! Oh, please, stop! You're overloading my circuits!
Ugh. Down, boy!
Bravo! With a little more effort, you might indeed be capable of forming an entire sentence.
Ha! Piece of cake. I hereby demand that you perform the act of down.
Good boy. But I'm still not sure what you're really trying to tell me.
Well, down, down, see? Like this.
This guy cracks me up.
Stupid mutt.
What? You're giving up already? How disappointing.
Hey, look what I've got. And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick, or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy.
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't... And if you're a good boy...
Ugh. Go on. I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do?
I wait for you to make it...
No, you fetch this, or are you too stupid? Wait, I'll...
Oh, boy. You... I can't...
Maybe the fixture's loose.
Da capo! Da capo!
All this idea is missing is the right spin. Nah, that makes... If the crank were electric... Nah, that makes no sense. If the crank were electric... Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock... when the shock... I mean, what the shock... Oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Because of the electric shock and so on. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be brilliant. We'll see if he's still laughing when I shut his tin tray. Hey, look. Black would be better, with flames glued to the sun. Maybe a drag.
And what now?
I have to get to.
Not a chance. I can't let.
Oh, you can let.
You don't mean. I would know about that.
I don't care what. I'm not gonna let, and I'm certainly not gonna.
Far be it. Unless, of course, you consider a bitten.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Now he's in for a nasty shock. Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this. You put the stick in your mouth.
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
Does it have juice?
What is going on out there? Stop playing around with the equipment and come in.
Hey, Doc.
Rufus. At last, Gold really almost bought it this time.
But, as I can see, you have everything under control. I'll, go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need to operate right away. There's only one problem. The data cartridge is not going to survive the procedure.
I take it that's a bad thing?
Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character.
The ascension codes.
I can save the data, but I need a bunch of empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Not really. This is the floating black market after all. There's nothing you can't get here. And brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find the cartridges in the gadget shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with the local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern?
Rufus.
All right, all right. So I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges. The cheap ones are bound to cause problems.
Oh, it's your money.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the three-headed platypus behind you.
We've been watching you.
We know what you're planning.
Oh, yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market. You've got something very valuable there.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just say we're friends.
We're the good guys.
We fight against oppression by the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
The Organon is planning something.
Something unspeakable.
so unspeakable that we cannot talk about it.
We've gotta go.
We've already said too much.
But we'll be back.
Then we'll get what is rightfully ours.
Do not talk about this to anybody.
Keep your back to the wall.
And do not forget who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
And who have we here?
Well, if it isn't the newcomer that everyone's talking about.
They're talking about me. High time, too. All those stories of my heroic deeds are actually quite understated.
We're not interested in fairy tales.
You've got something that we want.
Huh. Tough. Good looks is something you're born with.
We are talking about the secret ascension codes.
The Ascension codes? Over my dead body. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Ow! Oof! Ow! Oh!
He hasn't got the money.
I guess he isn't as stupid as he looks.
So what do we do now?
We'd better report this to Donna.
Oh! Oh! Lots of friendly people here. Maybe I should tone it down a bit.
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Chapomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of course, we currently offer 2 different brands. The first is Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free colorful lollipop.
A lollipop?
So which brand do you prefer?
And those are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Hmm? Oh! Ew. Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Huh. Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe? Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Guess who I am more likely to trust. My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Yeah, very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we had used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Goal?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Goal must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to Goal.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and...
And I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
Just like a remote.
just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go. Great. Hey, hello? What do you mean, bleh? The nerve. Go, go, Rufus Rubber Arm! That always worked before. Go, go, Rufus Rubber Arm! That'll... see a switch. No matter. With a little technical know-how, it shouldn't be a problem. Turn off! This isn't a trash-burning engine. This isn't a Yoo-hoo!
Oh, j'ai plus de batterie dans mon casque.
Do you really have to keep rowing through the canals and singing?
Hey, Kadar, merci. I needed to drive out of the dam. How do you say?
Boredom?
Rats.
Ah, Well, now that makes sense. Cool gondola.
Sì, questo cabrio molto confortabile con tutto extra speciale.
With all the extras? What extras?
Beh,
What is that sheet music?
la musica si fa volare. È una canzone molto romantica. La 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 la.
Calzone.
Prego.
Arrivederci.
Huh? What's that mean?
Nothing.
Oh, sole mi.
Da. Roo, refuse. Roo, refuse. Roo, refuse. Super diffuse. Hey, you can say what you like about those black market bums, but they have good taste in music.
That isn't the secret knock.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. The secret knock goes.
You fool. Now you've given it away. Let me in.
First, the knock.
All right. Now can I come in?
No, wait, I got that wrong. That was the old knock.
What? But
I know, it's a shame we changed it. The old one was much easier to remember. Nevertheless, we're using the new knock now.
and how does it go?
It's a secret.
Oh, darn it. Yoo-hoo!
What? Where?
So, what do you sell here?
What does it look like?
Well,
No, seriously, what does it look like? I'm blind, you know.
I see mostly mind-altering substances, illegal drugs, and questionable medications.
Oh, good. That's all right then. This is my drugstore, apparently. How may I help you?
See you later.
Not if I see you first.
So much wonderful potential for a festive, all-consuming fire. I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end. Caution is required. The colorful ones like to bite back. Oh man, that was a lousy Easter. Hello? Testing, testing. Attention, attention. This is an important announcement. A comet is approaching the floating black market. I repeat, a comet is approaching the floating black market. In order to avoid panic, you should consider suicide as an option. Great, now the pipe's closed, but it didn't do me any good. I'd better leave it open. And keep it in the back of my mind, just in case.
Blasted religious nuts! You just don't get it, do ya? If you want to meet Jamaica, keep it up and I'll help you on your way! What the? Who are you?
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around?
Because you won't be able to walk, that's why!
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
Oh, no, I can't while someone's watching.
Hey, you! Why are you sneaking around here?
Do you mean me?
Of course I mean you. Or do you have an invisible buddy with you?
Ha! If I had a buddy with me, he wouldn't be half as invisible as I am, because I move as inconspicuously as a ninja.
Ah, no way. The way you stomp around, I would notice you even if you were hidden, using the golden dragon of invisibility from Gilligan's Gadget Shop.
Ha! A real ninja doesn't need gadgets. I can dissolve into thin air with my secret stealth powers anytime.
Then please do that. I don't want to see you around here again. Understand?
Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas? All this idea is missing is the right spin. I'm sure I could then I could all I need is the pouch. I'm sure I could then all I needed. What an ugly neck. It must belong to it. Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor.
Hey, leave the candle alone. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator goes on the fritz.
All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for an easy no reason at all to be. You are eloquent, and your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial... Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath and then... Here I go.
Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best soyacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool, what else?
Camel drool.
No, wait, the camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that mean you bathed your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah! Here they are.
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah,
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different...
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen, I am... And my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes, but there's no proof.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're hungry, I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Ooh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman. First, I have to insert a cartridge. The cartridge fits. Now the remote just has to work. Thanks to my charm, the rest will be child's play.
What? How did I wind up here?
Most people ask that, but very few of them really want to hear the answer.
You're funny. Oh, it's you! How nice!
You have to come with me and see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
No, you...
Oh dear. I can feel it now. I think I'm running a fever.
No, you're not sick.
Look and tell me if my uvula is swollen.
Will you listen to me? You're not sick.
Oh, what a relief. And here I was thinking I had to see Doc.
But you do have to see Doc.
Oh my gosh. Am I sick then?
This is gonna be one of those days. Won't you please just come along?
Where?
Well, to Doc.
Who's Doc?
Say, did you fall and hit your head?
I don't know. Did I?
Yeah, actually, yes, I think so. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Yay! Huh? What the... Where am I?
Don't you know? You haven't had that much to drink. This is still Gulliver's Gully, the darkest dive in the floating black market.
Floating black market, not on Deponia.
Where else?
Rufus, I'll wring his neck.
Everything okay?
Just give me some of your strongest. As long as I'm here, I may as well rot my brain.
One rust-red brain death coming right up.
You again. What do you want?
You have to come with me and see Doc.
I must? I don't think so.
But your health is at stake.
Don't worry,
me. I'm feeling just great.
But if you don't come...
Then what? Will I get bruises? Will my shoulder be dislocated? Will I get a nosebleed?
No, not that. But
you will if you keep bothering me like that.
yeah, well, bother.
Rufus.
What?
A little friendly advice. Never provoke a woman with a temper. Believe me, I once knew a woman who...
You stay out of this.
You two do what you want then.
Where were we?
I think I was about to brain you with this bar stool.
Ah, yes, great. Then let's proceed.
Hey, no fighting in my bar, you hear?
Yeah. You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
So what? That goes for your birth as well. Do you hear me complaining?
Will you listen now? Your implant was damaged when...
Meh, you're boring me.
Please, Goal, you must come with me.
Make me if you can. I'd love to see how you propose to do that, with no arms and all.
I do have arms.
Oh, those are arms? I thought you had dropped some spaghetti on your shirt.
Take a good look at them, because you won't see much of them when I spank your behind.
Rufus. I don't think that's a very bright idea.
If only I had a zloty for every time I've heard that sentence, then maybe I could finally afford the kneecap replacement that people keep telling me I need.
I just mean, you gotta be careful with temperamental ladies.
Or the steel plate to cover my skull fracture.
Are you even listening to me?
Or the tympanic membrane transplant.
I give up.
We have to keep the organon from blowing up Deponia.
No worries. I'm going to take care of the organon myself.
Really? And just how are you planning to do that?
I'll just whoop their butts.
Damn! Wait here, I'll be right back.
No threats, please. Oopsie, I must have nodded off for a moment.
No problem. As long as you didn't have any direct skin contact with the bar, that is.
You're funny. Oh, it's you! How nice!
Can't you remember anything?
Well, yes, you are... Rudy.
Rufus.
Oh, this is exhausting. My head feels as if a burning saw blade hit me in the temple.
You obviously can't remember anything at all. That makes it even more important for you to go see Doc.
You're probably right. You are such a good friend, Rudy.
Sure. So, are you coming? There's no time to lose. We need to prevent the organon from blowing up Deponia.
Wait. Did I hear that right? You're planning to stop the organon? Don't tell me you're with those resistance fruitcakes.
Resistance? What are you talking about?
What do you think? Janosch and his people. Who else?
Janosch?
I told him 1,000 times that I won't have any conspiratorial meetings in my bar. First, they're all death to the organon. And then I end up having to scrape peanut chips out of the jukebox.
Did you hear that, Rufus? A real resistance movement.
I heard it. How terribly exciting. But the really important thing is that we're both headed to Doc now. We're gonna fix your brain, and...
We can't do that now. We need to join the resistance.
Yes. What? What do I have to do to make you come along?
I don't know. Can you do magic?
Of course. I'm really good at making objects disappear.
Ooh! Too bad we haven't got time for that. We need to join the resistance, just like Janosch.
Oh, is this really necessary?
Oh, please.
Oh, all right. But then we'll go see Doc.
Of course. A true resistance fighter will go anywhere.
Janosch. What's up with that Janosch?
That's what I would like to know.
No, that was a rhetorical question. Janosch is the leader of the resistance. You keep raving about him.
Really? He must be quite a daredevil.
Oh, good grief. Will you come along to see Doc now?
But Rufus, in a situation like this, how can I think of myself? The fate of the entire world is at stake.
I thought we were going to save the world.
No! You can't.
I was actually thinking about...
Don't you know anything? It takes many little...
Actually, it goes faster.
Oh, Ruth, here I was, thinking just like Yanon.
Well, I am. It's just that I prefer... Hey, baby.
Are you talking to me?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
I'm naming the bugs on the counter. This is Ronnie, and this is Donnie, and this is Princess Lamefoot.
Why is Princess Lamefoot limping?
She's unhappy because she's feeling lonely. What are you doing?
Now, Ronnie is Prince Lamefoot.
Oh, how cute! I didn't know you were an animal lover.
Yes, yes, quite. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Actually, it did.
Oh, uh-huh. I give up.
What are you giving up?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Yay!
What just happened? I must have been unconscious. No wonder with the air in here.
Forget about it. Once the fungal spores have settled into your lungs, you can breathe normally again.
Huh? Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
Realizing that is part of knowing me.
Just like living in constant fear of grievous bodily harm.
Exactly. Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
What do you mean something went wrong?
Well, you know the fairy tale about the 3 bears? It was pretty much like that, just that there were no bears. And that your mind was, split 3 ways during botched brain surgery, that's all.
What?
No, don't panic, I'll fix everything. Won't you please just come along?
No, I'd rather starve here.
Can't we speed this up a little? We both know that you can't resist me forever.
I said no. And if you were a gentleman, you would know what that word means.
What do I have to do to make you come along?
First of all, you should look up the meaning of the word no.
Yeah, all right, let's assume I just did that. What would I have to do next? Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh. Maybe there is a spark of gallantry left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurants did you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
It sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman. Whew. Despite my mighty strength, I'm not going to get anywhere without tools. The flap is screwed down.